and after much toing and froing, discussing the various permutations of who will get into bed with who, the ANC's National Executive Committee sat on Thursday confirming it will call and will invite parties to talk about the possibility of entering into a government of national unity, how it would work and how it would pave the way forward to bring stability, growth, development, jobs to South Africa over the next 5 years. Political analyst Dr Oscar van Heerden joins me now on the line. So the meeting was conducted in the NEC, and afterwards the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, made an address, and he said that they will be willing to open up negotiations with other political parties, forming a broad government of national unity. Wouldn't be the first time South Africa has had a government of national unity. Between 1994 and 1996, that was our form of government then. But Oscar van Heerden, political analyst, can you hear me this morning?
Yes, sorry, Lester. Good morning to your listeners. Can you hear me?
Very good, thank you. Your thoughts on this decision by the NEC to say the GNU model, that's what we want to go after?
Yes. The truth is that I think this is the best of the lesser two evils, if I can put it like that. There was some enormous pressure inside the ANC from certain quarters that said they don't want a coalition with the DA only. It's a betrayal of history and of the past and so forth. And then, of course, on the other side, there was a huge pressure to say we can't go into a coalition only with the EFF and one smaller party, because the EFF comes across in terms of experience in metros and other municipalities as schizophrenic and unreliable and rent-seeking and so on. And so I think the decision then was, fine, best we invite everyone in and see how we cobble together a government of national unity.
A government of national unity also comes with concessions, particularly who would be Speaker of the National Assembly, who will be House Chair, committee chairs, but also who will be ministers in that government of national unities. That means another round of talks, another round of negotiations to make all members of that GNU at least happy with what they got.
Absolutely. Everything is up for grabs, including who is going to be the President of the Republic. So everything needs to be negotiated. And I think two things that's important, Lester, is that one, there needs to be a common understanding from all concerned parties that we're doing this in the interest of the country. That's the first thing. The minute any political party is going to come to the negotiations table wanting to pursue its narrow interests, it is not going to succeed. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that people are going to obviously now want to be realistic in terms of their demands, because you saw, Lester, over the last few days, because there was this possibility of a grand coalition between the ANC and the DA in the main. Already the DA was strutting its stuff, saying it's going to be deputy president and it's going to speak and it wants this and that and the other thing. Now everyone is equal. There's nothing that says that the speaker position and or the position of Minister of Finance is going to go for the DA, for example. The issue here now is that what are we going to negotiate? What is acceptable to everyone? If you have a party like the Patriotic Alliance, who never thought that they would necessarily be part of the executive branch, they've got 8 seats. Can they demand and make big demands? As we've seen in the case of some of the coalitions in the metros and so on, where you have a party with less than 1% in demanding to be the mayor of the party. The mayor of the city.
The GNU comes with it's a determinant for who governs nationally, but we still have a case in South Africa where we have 3 hung provinces: the Northern Cape, Gauteng, and KZN, with the current leading party there at the moment being the MK party. How do you see a negotiation around a government of national unity affecting those three hung governments in provincial level?
Well, this is the thing, and the element here, Lester, that must be borne in mind is that we need maturity throughout the process. As soon as we're going to have emotional immaturity, then egos are going to come into the equation, and it's not going to work. I think what the president was trying to say in a nice way is, this is the will of the people, and the people expect us to co-govern in a responsible way. And so I think those hung municipalities, truth be told, when you enter into a GNU at a national level and you agree on some broad principles, then it means that those hung municipalities can also be resolved in an amicable way.
Dr. Oscar van Heerden, political analyst, really appreciate your time.